It's Brittany, bitch.
VR over the past couple of years has gotten a little bit more mainstream, and that's awesome. But we owe a lot of this to a gentleman by the name of Palmer Luckey. Now, Palmer Luckey, in case you guys haven't heard of him, actually started up Oculus. Oculus was kind of his brainchild, which was later purchased by Facebook. And then Facebook later kicked him out of his own company. Well, I guess it is Facebook's company now, but they kicked him out of the company because of who he supported politically. A lot of people were pretty upset about this, but it seems like Palmer Luckey is still a pretty technically savvy guy. He seems like a genuinely nice guy as well, because when Facebook continued with the Oculus project and created the Oculus GO, Palmer Luckey responded by creating a couple of mods that fix a lot of the issues that accompany the Oculus GO. And these mods are kind of why I made this video. We're going to list off the mods that he created, why they're awesome, and where you can find them, or why it's cool that they're there. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Without further ado, let's just jump right in. So to start off, we should probably list the issues with the Oculus GO that Luckey was trying to target, and these are battery life, light leakage, and input for the system, and we'll explain those a little bit later. But the first one is pretty simple: battery life. Now, the Oculus GO has a built-in or kind of a removable battery that's a piece of it, and that only has a limited amount of playtime. Really, we're looking at about 2 hours. Now, what Luckey did was he actually created a little bit of something he calls a pogo pin system in order to attach another battery onto the system right over the top of the headset. Now, this does a couple of things that's awesome for it. Obviously, first off, it almost doubles the battery capacity of the system, so you can use it for a lot longer, or just not charge it for a longer period of time and still enjoy the system. What's awesome about it as well is the battery going over the top of the headset actually balances out the weight of the headset, so it's not too heavy on the front of your face. It doesn't lean forward. It balances out with the back side of the head, so the headset actually rests on top of your head a lot more comfortably. This is something that, it's kind of weird that Facebook didn't just put in there right away. Next up is something that anyone who uses or owns VR is going to want to fix, and that is light leakage. And for those of you who aren't aware what light leakage is it's where you have the headset on your face, but what's going on is there's a little bit around kind of your peripheral vision, or especially by your nose, that the light from the outside room is getting into the device, and it breaks your immersion a little bit. You know, it's like if you were gonna go to sleep and you put a sleep mask on, and that sleep mask just didn't block all the light. You know, it kind of defeats the purpose. Now, usually it's not too big of a problem, but it is something that people have tried to target, and this is something that Luckey went after as well. Now, in order to solve it, all he did, and this is kind of a funny one to me, it's not even so much a mod like anything was added to it, but they went and they dyed the screen, the nose protector, the face mask, they dyed it black. So the black blocks off any of the extra light, and it lets less light into the headset because it's blocking, or it's reflecting most of it out, or it's collecting it. I thought this was pretty ingenious. Now, what you can do as well with this as a kind of a tie-in, you can get different replaceable face masks. I'll put some links in the description for some down below. I use one myself on my Oculus Rift, and I wonder how I did it before. Plus, it keeps your device a little bit more clean too. You know, it kind of blocks out some of the muck. But yeah, let's jump into that final mod here and let's see what's up. Now, this final one is input. The biggest kind of holdup with the Oculus GO is that it doesn't have the same Rift touch controllers that the Oculus Rift has, and it doesn't allow you to use a computer with it. You know, it's all a self-contained system. It does have a remote, but that remote can be kind of awkward to use. So another thing he did, he added a mod that allows the Oculus GO to link into a physical keyboard. Now, you won't be able to see the keyboard in the VR world, so you'll have to kind of have that muscle memory of operating a keyboard. But you know what? A lot of people who are willing to put the time in to jump into VR tend to be pretty good at typing as well, so I'm hoping that's gonna be alright. But that's kind of the third one right there. But basically, yeah, he went and he fixed input, he fixed the light leakage, and also the biggest thing, I think, is gonna be the battery improvement and the rebalancing of the headset itself. I just thought this was really fascinating that the guy is essentially still working on the product that was his brainchild even after being ousted from the company just because of his political leanings. It just kind of blows my mind that there's people out there that are that talented, that ingenious kind of to keep working on things like this, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. Awesome. So I mean, we went over them. One thing, if you guys could do me a favor, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the Oculus GO versus some of the other VR headsets that are out there. Also, let me know if you guys are going to be thinking about getting an Oculus Quest. I know that when those come out, I'm getting an Oculus Quest. I'm very excited for it, especially if it keeps continuing the way that it's continuing. Below as well, let me know what you think about Luckey being ousted from the company. I mean, of course, they're a private company. They're allowed to do that. But what did you guys think about that? Did you think that was kind of a rotten thing or a positive thing? You know, and let me know what you think about these mods as well. And just so you know, these mods are really fun, but if you do mess with your headset too much, it will void the warranty. So just keep that in mind as well before I forget to let you guys know that. You know, little things here and there are fine, but if you start messing with the overall structure to the headset, there's a potential to damage the device itself or anything like that. But yeah, like I said, I'll put some links down in the description below for how to get a hold of some of this stuff, and also like the article that I kind of was reading about this. And actually, I'll put that up on screen right here. You know, it's just kind of cool that they were able to do this. Like I said, you know, it's a pretty interesting that they went ahead and they just kind of developed something like this, or this guy went ahead and did it. But anyways, thanks so much for tuning in, guys. You know, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Yeah. If you like this video, feel free to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and like I said, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think. So other than that, you guys have a good night.